Not many people know about this one. It's right off the track.
I don't think Pete and I have ever driven through a landscape like this.
We are going further inland. It's going to be a very remote destination.
There's deep, deep rust red, wide stretches of open plain as far as the eye can see. I'm pretty excited to think that that's where we might be heading. It's been a really beautiful little oasis out in a very arid landscape. Let's go, Pete. Welcome back to another episode of Art Zone Travels. Join us on an unforgettable outback adventure as we head off the beaten track and onto the backroads through the heart of the Pilbara. We free camp from Albert Tognolini Free Camp near Karijini to the outback oasis of Coongan Long Pool. In this episode, we show you some of the region's most stunning and remote locations, including the iconic Marble Bar, the hottest town in Australia, the serene beauty of the unknown secluded gem of Glen Herring Gorge, Majestic Carrawine Gorge, and the beautiful Coongan Long Pool. Each spot offers breathtaking landscapes with its own unique features and that unbeatable feeling of true outback freedom. From swimming in hidden gorges to setting up camp under the stars, this journey through Western Australia's rugged interior will inspire wonder and awe. So buckle up as together we discover these secret gems and this captivating and intriguing inland route of the Pilbara's interior. Come along for the ride and experience the raw beauty of Pilbara's outback in Western Australia. Let's begin by taking you back to Albert Tognolini Free Camp, where we enjoyed the rest and relaxation after an unforgettable few days of hiking and exploring and swimming in beautiful Karijini National Park gorges. This place was one of those stops where a night turned into three, because why leave it when it's so good? Gotta love campfire nights when everything aligns. No wind, no rain, no mozzies, and you've actually got enough firewood to make it happen. Those are the nights you soak in the magic of off-grid camping. The crackle of the fire, the stillness of the night, and being mesmerised for hours staring into the flames. These are the nights you don't want to end, where you stay up late watching the stars, knowing it'll be sad to finally put the fire out as the eyelids begin to drop. This spot is now on top of our free camps list. Let us show you why. Enjoy. We have had such a restful time here at Albert Tognolini Free Camp. Beautiful. So the views from here have been sensational, as you've seen, and the wide open space, the fresh air up here on top of the ridge, just all magnificent. I think Pete's really enjoyed watching the huge big semi-trailers and road trains carve their way down through the canyon here, and you can hear them as they change gear, can't you?
Oh yeah, it's awesome, absolutely. The road from Port Hedland to Newman, it's a big truck road.
And that's where we're heading today. Look forward to taking you along with us. Catch you up there.
This is called the Great Northern Highway. So one of the things we really like about this particular road is that we've never been on it, so we're really excited about it. Normally we'll go up through into Millstream and then up to Karratha, but we've done that before. This one's new to us, but it's a beautiful road. This road is definitely designed for the mines because there's just massive trucks going back and forth from Port Hedland to Newman, where there's a lot of mines southeast of here.
So you've just topped up the diesel and petrol, Pete?
Yes, we've got to get plenty of that, particularly if we get some bad weather for the petrol for the generator.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing out there, so it's pretty remote. So we've just left Oski Roadhouse.
We've got about just over a 2-hour drive to go until we get into our camp for tonight.
Okay, check what's coming here now. It's, oh my gosh, busy road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bit busy, Pete?
What's that? Do you hear that?
It's a warning signal.
I've just worked out that there is a recorded message being sent to all us that are heading north to say that there's a railway crossing dead ahead and to slow down.
So I've just turned off the Great Northern Highway right. If we had have driven straight ahead on the Great Northern Highway, it would have taken us up to Port Hedland.
So we're now heading due east. We are going further inland and away from the infrastructure. So Carrawine Gorge is going to be a very remote destination for us to go to. Probably an overnight stay and most of tomorrow to drive before we get there.
So we just stopped and had a bite to eat for lunch. We're back on the road, it's still blacktop. And as we get further east out into country, it appears to be as if somebody has got a tip truck and has just driven around all through this country, dumping big piles of giant boulders and rocks all through the landscape. It's rather intriguing. So the road we're driving along is called Marble Bar Woodstock Road. As we get further east, it's the first time really on this whole trip since we left home in January. We're starting to find a bite in the heat. I mean, not surprisingly, because we are drawing to the end of August now. But yeah, so we are anticipating hopefully a nice shady tree for this afternoon's camp setup.
And a cold beer. unexpectedly we've just hit dirt, so we weren't prepared for that, so we just pulled over and I'll air down, because just driving the last like 150 metres, it's like rock hard.
All right, so I'll get inside and batten down the hatches, check everything's all safe. But I tell you what, this is what we love about this van, and it is boiling hot. So this is where this van comes into its own. Just love it. I'm just pressing this button here and popping the awning out. Even though we're really only going to be here for about 20 minutes, it just gives us a bit of shade whilst we're working in and around the van. Absolutely love it. So just as precaution, I've got some black gaffer tape here, and this is brilliant, this stuff, it's really strong. So all I'm going to do is just tape in the microwave and just double check that I've got all the drawers completely pushed in. They've got their own latches, which are really good, they're absolutely fantastic, but sometimes human error, I tend to forget that I've actually pushed them right in where the latch can close. So just checking that that table is completely pushed down into place. They've all got to be locked into place so they can't move and rattle around. Okay, so the fridge is secure. It's a fabulous latch on this fridge, actually. We've been really happy with it. However, I've still put some gaffer tape over the latches. Just good to take all these precautions. In this cupboard here, in the overhead cupboard, guys, I've just got really lightweight things like crackers and wraps and things like that. But I have taken out some other heavy items in these cupboards and just put them in the drawers below or on the bottom of the pantry there. How good is this awning, Pete, on days like today?
It's pretty hot out here today.
So what are you airing down to this time, Pete?
Taken down 28, and I'm suspecting that the road's going to be pretty good because it's a mines road, but yeah, I don't think we'll need to go any lower than that.
Travelling along at about 35 kilometres an hour, and it's 35 degrees outside as well, and yeah, the corrugations are not too impressive, but anyway, we'll just ride them out. And then you come across a few of these little sweet patches where there's these creeks that cross the road, and they've concreted those little patches like just here. So you hit this nice smooth patch and then next minute you're back on the corrugations. Anyway, it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? I don't think Pete and I have ever driven through a landscape like this where every hill you go over seems to be a very gently evolving landscape. So right now we are looking at a whole range running right along to the right of us, parallel to the road, and through my sunnies it looks hot pink because it's just so bright. The red is so bright, it is covered in spinifex grass. And you can see where the exposed rock is this deep, deep rust red. And the contrasts are absolutely stunning. Check this, guys. We've just stopped on the side of the road so that Pete can gather some firewood for tonight for our campfire when we get into camp. And as per usual, I can't have a little look around, and I have just seen the most beautiful gum tree in the creek bed. Gotta be happy with that, Pete.
Absolutely. Always good to have a bit of firewood on standby.
All right, so we just got to get into camp and light that fire.
Have a beer.
Oh my goodness, where are you taking me now, Pete?
Secret spot called Glen Herring Gorge. Not many people know about this one. It's right off the track just before Marble Bar, so you're going to love it.
I love anywhere, let's face it. This is looking very beautiful, Pete.
Broken from the start, I am nothing more than roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal. At least I'm not alone in my empathy. There's more like me who don't know how to be, how to reach out to the open arms, how to reach out to the open arms. Blue skies turning red, and I don't know if it's forbidden or beautiful. Yeah, blue skies turning red, and I don't know, should I be scared or grateful? How can I see the beautiful? Broken from the start, I am nothing more than roses at the side of a busy road. How I'm crawling for a worthy goal. I can see I'm not alone in my empathy.
So we've just finished setting up for the night, ready to enjoy the sunset. What a beautiful spot we've got here.
How to reach out to the open arms, open arms. Blue skies turning red, and I don't know if it's forbidden or beautiful.
Alrighty, so yesterday we left Albert Tognolini Lookout here, headed up the Great Northern Highway and turned right. And once we turned right, we left the bitumen and it was all gravel through country all along here, right up until we got to our overnight camp here called Glen Herring Gorge. And it is just a beautiful little spot tucked down into a valley, very small valley, a beautiful gorge.
This morning we're going to head off from Glen Herring Gorge up into Marble Bar. We'll grab some supplies there and we'll go east all the way out to Carrawine Gorge, which is here. So here's a wider view. So this is where we are. We're just sitting in here. This is where our journey is going to be today. North of us is Port Hedland. So we're fairly remote out here.
Glen Herring Free Camp. Guys, this is a little cracker on your way to Marble Bar. And some people have just left this, probably the best camp spot here in the gorge. Check this out. Really beautiful. So you can see at the end there's a campfire surrounded by beautiful trees. We got in a bit late last night, so we ended up camping up here just on the side of the turnaround area. I mean, it's fairly remote, not many people were coming in. So, and there was enough space there just to pull off to the side. But it was lovely. We had a really nice outlook overlooking the creek and the hills of the gorge. So we were really happy with that. Around the corner here from where we parked the van is a track. It gets a little bit rocky, crosses the creek down the bottom there. And just up around the corner, as you head up towards the track that leads you up to the gorge walk, is a few more campsites tucked away in there. You could probably fit about 3 or 4 RVs in there quite comfortably. So we're about to head off. So if you're coming through this way, it's been a really beautiful little oasis out in a very arid landscape for an overnight stay, or you could stay a couple of nights. Really nice little spot before heading into Marble Bar.
So today, Tan's having a drive. The conditions are challenging, not too hard, but it's just a really good chance for both of us to keep our skills up and make sure that we are competent no matter what situation. One person might be hurt or sick or feeling unwell, that the other can drive.
Yeah. Look, on these kinds of drives where you're driving for 2 days straight off-road on some fairly variable conditions. It is just nice to give Pete a break, but also for me, just to get behind the wheel and really get a feel for it. I mean, it's good to feel confident, and when I do have to get behind the wheel. Marble Bar this morning, and it's known for its unique local geological formation and which is known as Jasper, which was initially mistaken for marble by early prospectors out here. So this marble bar stretches across the Coongan River out here, and hence why the town was named Marble Bar. So Marble Bar is also known as the hottest town in Australia, and that's because it often experiences over 40-degree temperatures. I mean, go figure. So that's during the summer months, of course. We are in the Pilbara after all, which is known for its harsh climate and arid landscapes and very extreme conditions, so not surprising. Got any surprises in store for me today, Pete?
I do actually. I've got one. It is a pool that's surrounded by that jasper rock, and apparently when you put water on it, it just really is vibrant and really very, very strong in the separations of the colours. Nice place for lunch.
What's that stuff, Pete?
We're on a bitumen road, Tan.
It's so nice driving on bitumen again. So we're still heading into Marble Bar on the hillside Marble Bar Road. Beautiful thing. So we're really looking forward to seeing this beautiful big long bar of jasper stone.
Okay, so we've just turned off to Chinaman's Pool and just coming down a dirt track. Green grass, there's picnic tables here. It's a bit of a surprise. We've just pulled into the town park where they've got some facilities. There's a dump point, there's a children's playground, there's rubbish facilities here, which is really good. But today we got water, and that's really important for where we're going. Marble Bar, well, what a good little place to stock up. So we've got water, and we've got diesel. The diesel's out of town to the east. We also aired up.
So they had a small general store. When you're out here and you're so remote, you're pretty grateful. So we've had lunch and we're just going to settle in for 2 to 3 hours drive out to Carrawine Gorge this afternoon. So we've driven for about a couple of hours now. Okay, so we've just crossed over the Over River and continuing to drive east until we see the turn off right down into Carrawine Gorge. So we've been driving through kilometres and kilometres of big, wide stretches of open plain as far as the eye can see. Absolutely incredible country out here. We've just turned to the bend and we're heading down towards Carrawine Gorge, and right in front of us is a mountain range that also stretches for kilometres, but it's just one after the other of all these tabletop mountains. Absolutely incredible. So I'm pretty excited to think that that's where we might be heading. So we've just hit the gravel and hitting just a few small corrugations. We won't air down just yet. We'll just see how this little stretch goes. We might have to stop and pull over in a minute. So we're just driving through those tabletop mountains now, and it's absolutely magnificent country, and the sun's slowly going down and it's casting these really beautiful long shadows across the landscape, and it's hitting the western side of these mesas and mountaintops on our other side, so really starting to highlight the formations in the country now. Absolutely beautiful.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore. 7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait. Wait for our home to show on the horizon. Soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got, and when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the shore.
Wow, this place is so striking. We've just set the van up a couple of hours ago over there, and we went in for a swim, and we're having some drinks with the neighbours just up the road. And I've just come back to the van to get some dinner ready, and I cannot believe the sight we're seeing here. Have a look at this.
So here we are at Carrawine Gorge on my birthday, and it's Father's Day as well. So been very spoilt by time this morning.
It's a nice way to spend your birthday, Pete.
Yeah, what an adventure.
So our neighbours were really kind and have lent us their double kayak for the afternoon, and they've said to us to head up around the corner of the gorge, and there's a whole lot to explore up there, so we'll take you with us, guys. Man, those cliffs go up pretty high. How high do you think they are, Pete?
There's 70 metres because I put the drone up.
So we've turned off right off the main body of water and we've come into this little offshoot, and it is just a glass off up here. It's so tranquil. Check out the size of those beautiful old grandmother paperbark trees there. We are absolutely loving the peace and tranquility in here. I feel like I'm almost needing to whisper.
Feel like an intruder.
Yeah, and we just have to stop paddling every few metres just to stop and listen. Absolutely gorgeous.
One of the things we've really noticed is the recovery of the trees. You can see that the tops have all been ripped off, and fellow travellers have told us that massive cyclone came through here and just basically ripped it apart. Nature survives, but gee, it must have been vicious.
We've just spotted two beautiful eagles just in front of us.
Was a big eagle that would have been 2 metres in length, tip to tip. He was sitting there, we didn't even see him, and he just took off.
That is incredible. You could hear his wings go woof, 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 like, oh, I've got goosebumps. everyone. Well, it's the last day here. The time here at Carrawine Gorge has largely been just camping up by the billabong, getting up early every morning, listening to the bird song, swimming in the pool each day. So we've had a super lovely time here at Carrawine Gorge, just sinking into nature, relaxing, and yesterday we spent Pete's birthday here. Alright guys, so I'm going to go back and put the coffee on.
We picked a good day to leave today. It is blowing a gale, and with that is dust coming in and out, so can't wait to get in the car, crank the air conditioning and the music on and head on out.
So we went to leave down one of the tracks and nearly got bogged in the soft gravel here. So Pete's just backing up, back into our side. Got a little way to go yet, and we're going to try and make an exit out the other way. So yeah, let's see how we go. So we made it through. Oh my god, Pete had his pedal to the metal.
I know, we came in so easily, we were so cock-a-hoop, and yeah, leaving will be a piece of cake, and then you can just feel those back wheels churning, and you just got that feeling, and like, so yeah, so we just pulled up, and we'll just have a quick check.
All good, everything's fine. Okay, let's go, Pete. Oh man, the air conditioning is working in overdrive today. It is 10:30 and it's 38 degrees outside. So we're not far out of Marble Bar now. We'll get petrol for the generator, we'll get diesel, we'll get water from the water refill station, which we showed you earlier in this video. We'll top up on a couple of groceries.
We're heading to Coongan Long Pool for the camp for the night, and we're going to get it in about an hour's time from Marble Bar, and then we're going to have a nice cold beer, so looking forward to that.
So the road in's not too bad. It's a gravel road. You leave the blacktop and turn in here. There's a few little shaly parts. There's just one little quite a rocky part as you go down in the dip of a creek bed. Okay, so we have just pulled up. We have found ourselves such a sweet little spot down here right at the end of the track, like there's nowhere else to go, and there is just beautiful shady big grandmother trees here. We've got a little fireplace, beautiful views down through this little walkway here. Look at this gorgeous little shady oasis out in the middle of nowhere. Like, seriously, don't you love it when you have a big travel day and you end up somewhere like this? Beautiful. And you know what? Even better, There's this green stuff here. Check it.
Today we're doing a leg of lamb on the camp oven, but we're going to use heat beads. It's a bit windy today, and I also want to get a bit of controlled heat. I don't want it too hot with the ashes. So down here are the heat beads, and I've got 6 at the bottom. And then you put them all the way around the camp oven, and you let it cook for 2 hours. I should have showed you the lamb before it was cooked, so I'll open it up, show you. There it is, and it's got some water in it, and should have been some red wine, but hey, last day out in the bush, heading into town tomorrow, we've got port instead. So it's going to be an experiment. I reckon it'll be absolutely yummy.
So how many heat beads have you got happening there, Pete?
6 at the bottom, and I think about 20 at the top. So you want more heat on the top because it's a camp oven, and so you want it to cook like an oven from the heat at the top, and you don't want too much heat at the bottom, otherwise it'll burn. Hour and a half. Ready to have a look? 2, 3. Oh my lord!
Oh, yum!
Check it.
Lamb roast, basking in port. Are you kidding? So what was the temperature that you wanted it to get to?
I wanted it to be 54, but it's 60. So it's medium, set a medium rare, but for a first attempt, I'm pretty happy with that. And look at the sauce in there.
Hey?
Go ahead.
Woo! Cheers.
Hey, lamb and bubbles.
What a combination, hey?
Yeah,
Too good.
particularly on a hot day like this.
Do I care that it's 38 degrees? No.
I even like the ice cubes. That's how hot it is.
We'll do what it takes to keep cool around here.
Yeah.
Cheers. Packed up and ready to go. So it's been a really lovely time staying here in Outback Pilbara. So today we are heading into Port Hedland and we're looking forward to getting back on the coast.
Yes, it's going to be nice to see the ocean again. It's been a couple of weeks, so looking forward to that.
We've just got to back out of here and then we'll hit the road. Thanks for joining us, guys. We hope you've enjoyed this episode with us. See you next time. Thanks for joining us as we ventured deeper into the Pilbara on our inland road trip as we got further off the beaten track. There's something magical about those back roads, the feeling of adventure, of being somewhere truly wild, where the new and the unknown are just around the next bend. There's such a beauty in the simplicity of off-grid stays, the long red back roads, slow-cooked meals over open flame, and watching the landscape continually morph with the changing light of day. Out here, the small things become everything, floating in ancient gorges, gazing into the campfire, and stargazing into those midnight blue skies. It's waking to new bird calls in the morning and paddling a canoe up those beautiful mirrored creeks, and just feeling immense gratitude for the chance to explore it all. The Pilbara's ancient landscapes invite you to slow down, embrace the adventure, connect to nature, find beauty in the wild, and discover the wonder that lies in the unknown. Thanks for joining us. It's been great to have you on board. We hope you've enjoyed the adventure. We'll put links to the places we stayed in the description below. If you're enjoying our content and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's easy and completely free. If you're watching this on TV, you can scan the QR code shown here now with your phone. It will take you straight to the subscribe button. Your likes and comments really matter to us. They really help our channel grow by getting our content in front of more viewers like you, allowing us to continue sharing our adventures. We'll see you in the next one.